working on the CIA office for the server. Let's clean these papers up, because I don't need them. Since we already have stuff in those chests we put in the basement. Let me turn on my game monitor real quick. There we go. Oh, and don't mind the warship over there.
That's one of the first things recorded in the documents. The warship.
Yeah. We ain't gonna tell you guys about it because, well, we don't know if you're gonna use the info to your advantage if you do decide to join against us.
But also going to have a vault down to bedrock with all the necessary information contained within.
Makes sense.
I just think, should I have a floor or including that has every single resource? And I should have a floor for the dragon egg. Have you beat the Ender Dragon on this?
Not yet.
Right.
We're waiting until we have an army in order to go after the dragon.
Right, I shall make a spot for it then.
Alright.
And when we do have it,
Whoa.
in there.
I just lagged like crazy.
It's very dark in here now.
I should probably go show the flag so they know that this is a new state and not some random territory.
Yeah.
It's a state, not random territory. You can tell by the star right here. Right at the bottom row.
I shall go install the flag on here because we need to do that anyway. My plan is to go use pale oak logs because that looks really cool.
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah, if I use pale oak logs install it up really high, I can then go with things like I'm choosing logs and really good colours.
Yeah. I'm gonna build a copy of the flag over here too.
Okay.
Like the main nation's flag, considering it's one of the first nations ever added.
Okay. Okay. From memory, I'm just trying to actually remember what the flag looks like in the nation. So I tried it a little while ago.
I'm running red in here as well.
Disappeared. That's a simple flag, so I'll go design it after that. Or it's into one bigger. Then
Is it gonna go a little bit taller so that way does it actually interlock with the one you have?
yeah.
I better go count the stripes real quick.
These flags are really, really close to each other. But I guess since my nation is a nation under you having your flag above would be a sign of respect.
Yeah. Plus, it's technically a part of NATO, and I let you have a state which you can name after your actual country if you wanted to.
Okay. I need plastic blocks around to make it very bright. I think
One,
the initial design
two,
is supposed
three,
to have it to install
5,
back
6,
layer
7, 8.
just to go remove in a sec, so I get all the plastic lights facing one direction.
It's 10 stripes altogether, so
There's the flag built.
nice.
It's also very bright because it's plastic lights. One of the ideas for the name I was going to do was going to be the eye dominion or something like that. Because I'm trying to have an eye.
Yeah.
You probably make the flag bigger as well because it's probably be bigger than mine.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure it's identical to the one over in Virus Nautica.
Okay.
Gotta go see what color.
Dying.
Whoa!
I've been coughing for ages.
I think that's asthma.
It's a new thing, so I don't think I'll have one. It's just, I think it's a really bad cough. I've started, I think, like a week ago, but it's really getting to me.
Damn.
If I somehow suddenly perish, just make sure the documents are safe.
Yeah.
Let me get rid of this. Don't really want that.
Stupid lag.
I think you need a better device to play this on.
It's because I'm not using Wi-Fi. That's the issue. I'm using mobile data.
But I'm sitting with a nice computer and it's doing fine, so that's good. But I guess it's one of the best benefits of having it be a server and not to be hosted from a computer.
Yeah.
It means you're not limited by the host. Got some help? Go find it and go copy it.
I'm just trying to make sure that this flag can be seen as well.
Okay. Right. There you are. Ah, cool. So just do dots. Cool. Very cool flag. Got a red border as well. I think the purple seems if I'm doing if I was doing color design here, I'd say that it needed more contrasting color to do it with.
Well, purple and black and the blue canton up in the corner are actually symbolic.
Also, do you think if you want the white to look more like stars, you should use a light block? Something like the palace and fog lights would do well.
We use the old school stuff because that's what I grew up with.
Okay. The flag also has a really wide ratio. Or actually, a really square ratio.
Okay, I'll make sure we got so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just gotta do one more stripe.
I'll stick a light on top there. How does that look? a really good block for the pole. Would this be a better block for the pole?
Yeah.
Like, tough brick wall.
Whoa.
Wall. That.
Yeah.
Cool.
That way it can also be seen at night, especially since this is a government building.
Yeah, go install this. Just ascend it a bit with a perfect fog light. Yeah. I'm actually going to use that for mine as well. I'm going to send it a little bit with a perfect fog light.
The red is also symbolic.
Okay. Does it mean blood? That's quite often what red would stand for.
Actually, not in this case.
Okay.
It just means like valor and the ferocity to protect your country.
That's cool.
Since this is a country about honor and stuff like that.
Can I show you something? With the white, you could replace it with that, and then it stands out more. Or you could replace it with... minute. Grab a few of these. Finish grabbing some light blocks. Show you potential. Good ways to make it interesting.
Oop, that was an accident. Stupid lag.
You could replace it with any of these, and that could look really interesting. Do you like that? You can actually do a rainbow of them.
Let me fly around, see something real quick.
Okay.
1 state. 2 states. 3 states.
Are you counting all your states?
Yeah, see which colors are which before I decide on whether or not I'm going to change the flag stars out.
Actually, I forgot about sea lanterns existing. Let's grab that. Don't be aware of them.
That's a state. That's a state. That's a state.
I just do just a back frame just want to do it quickly.
There's a state right here.
That makes a weird sound.
State 2.
I just need to place it like that, just so I have a backlight. You want to install it with.
Okay, so apparently there are exactly... Whoa. We got a lot of states.
Yeah.
I would do them in the style of how they were first added.
Yeah, just show you this, and then if you look at it, decide if you like pattern listed.
I mean, the virus one, well, virus's state was the first state added.
There we are. Yeah. So come see your flag. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Right, doing the lighting.
But we're gonna change them out to be the actual state itself. Like the color of the state.
There is only 3 colours, and that's these. Actually, there's 4 different total colours. So pick from any of those and do that. And if you want to look like the rest, you're going to need a back frame and to install it with. So I'm just doing that for you. Give me a minute. And just quickly place it on the back frame when you do it, so it looks like it's facing you. And it looks a lot better.
Yeah, that actually makes it look like fabric. That actually does look like fabric, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'll just keep the background on there until you've got colours you like. There's glowstone
There we
as well.
go.
I'll go grab that.
That's all the state colors we needed, since Viruses Day was the first one added. We went with the pearlescent because it gives off a purple hue.
Okay. So, you pick the first. Once you're done, move the back and the top ones. Then you have your complete flag.
And this is the government building. This is the only flag that was updated to look like that.
Yeah. I can also change some colours to make it more extreme looking. Particularly the blue, you could replace with that'd be better for purple because that's a deeper blue. Or say for purple, gonna want.
Well, there were 3 original colonies. The canton represents one of them. The purple and black represents one of them. And the red line represents one of the new states that were added right after those colonies.
Okay. There's got some interesting things you can do this sort of thing.
I mean, in some spots it could actually look like that. Oop.
Yeah, just need to do this quickly and install it.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly add a what's it called? I'm gonna go ahead and add the extra state that was added to the flag.
You can just tell me if you like these colours at all. You can always change the colours to use some more blocks to make it more interesting and pop more. Things like this. But that's why instead of using quartz, I use the pale oak because it's a brighter white. So you can look at either of those. I just want you to see if you like these colours.
Makes sense. And if you come back here, it actually looks like it's waving.
Yeah, that looks good.
I learned that little trick from a friend of mine.
Yep, that's so good with this. I did know about the middle bush and it just gives me whatever block it was. Makes me greatly happy.
We're gonna reuse the color for a state. I'm gonna grab some grass to fix the state line.
Since a government agency, it doesn't really have to have a state line. The state line can just be your entire country's line. Since it's a government agency.
Yeah, but we don't have any countries bordering it yet. Alright. What do you think of the fact that the state line just comes up out of the water?
I don't really mind.
I think it looks cool.
Alright.
Especially the fact that it goes around the coastline.
As long as I have my really cool building, I'm just happy to have a building. So
Nice.
whatever that looks. Because this thing looks crazy. I really want to stick some more accent blocks. If I did something like this, that's interesting. Thanks. Just trying to use my knowledge of creative building to help me, and it's very, very hard. Oh, yeah.
That is actually starting to look like an actual state line.
Okay.
The way it's coming up and around.
Yeah. I do kind of wanted to break. I seems more accent to it, so just going quite poor. That could look cool. And to decide what to do.
Oh my god, it's starting to look like Texas.
I did not see the Texas at all.
The little dip where I am,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about.
That does kind of look like Texas, but I'd say that's closer to a duck.
The little dip over here looks kind of like the Texas state line. That's the only resemblance I'm making.
You could just build like here, and just continue building all that out. Or
Yeah.
try to tuck back in.
It's coming back in.
I'm gonna go all the way over to this one over here, the purple one. Oh, actually I'm colourblind, so that I don't, I'm not sure if it's purple or not. Is it purple? Or is it blue?
Where
or
are
is it
you?
pink? Actually, I can just do this as magenta. Cool.
Yeah, that is magenta.
I'm glad middle click just gives me the block. That's super useful. Might as well just summon this over. Don't want slime. Don't want magenta.
Yeah, it's coming up to the magenta line because there's gotta be room for more people to build their houses if they choose to move to the country itself, you know?
But Bias was feeling sick. He's probably there now. So I assume he might want to go.
Probably. If he does end up joining, he's gonna be questioning what we're doing with the state lines. Which at this point, everyone don't care.
What's the join? I'll ask him if he wants to join us
Nice.
in what we're doing.
I was just going up the land so there's more room for the state line to come around.
That's good. It's very, very dark. I do have the tinted glass good idea. I might actually just replace it with normal glass or dark glass because the tinted glass is just way too dark and stopping it's inside and stop any light going in.
Damn.
So I might replace it with black glass. I just like the idea of tinted glass because as like say I have tinted glass. Guys can't come on. Or can't right now.
Okay, I don't like that weather. I'm gonna go ahead and fix it real quick.
It's just cool. I do like thunderstorms personally.
I can't stand them. Because here in Ohio, during tornado season, it gets dangerous, like really fast.
Okay. I've always heard how dangerous tornadoes are in America. I'm just like, I'm glad I'm not in America. because up here, tornado means, oh, spinny thing. That's really cool. Oh no, it's gone. With very little danger as solid brick houses. We are indestructible. And also, rain just replaces it, so nah, we don't get any.
Yeah, you guys get the EF0s. We get from EF0 all the way to EF4.
How exciting.
It's actually scary.
Yeah, I bet it's scary, but it's still, it's more exciting than the rain we get here. Just rain, constant rain. Occasional burning hot sun.
Ooh. State line has just been added.
Yay.
It's a massive state, not gonna lie.
That's good.
I mean, it stretches from one coastline clear south.
Alright. But the dark glass is a lot better than the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I stare straight into the endless void.
I might replace this from the second by doing that like the fact that it's tinted glass. It has a different texture than normal glass. It has different lines. It looks really cool.
Go and get some soda real quick.
Alright. I wish I'd stop buying soda, but I've got my money right before the end of the full term, and I'd never leave the house unless absolutely necessary. So I won't end up going to school. So I won't have any soda. So sad. I'm going to change where these plastic lights are. Stick them here. I'm going to go stick pillars and then plastic lights. Then I'm going to do the white copper trap doors. I need you to come see these lights and see how you like them.
Give me a second. I'm currently editing the flag that's over here.
Alright.
And I'm gonna cut that state line in half.
Okay.
That way it's north whatever state and south whatever state. That way it's fair, you know?
That's good. I sorry about not being concentrated. I'm currently walking on essentially a tightrope.
Damn.
Because it's the best way I can build this. Pillar. These. What are these? Actually, I need to change which direction this is in, so it's all the same in both directions. Yeah, you change that. You just come check upon these lights, see how you like them.
I'll check them out here in a minute. I'm currently bringing the state line over.
Then we're going to do...
You know, like the separating state line?
Can't see outside for now. Come out. I'm coming out.
I don't know what's cool about the state.
What?
We could sail from this coastline to the other one and be in a different country within like minutes.
Yes. It's almost like Europe.
Oh my god, it's a mix of Europe and the United States. Oh my god, I did not realize that.
You could call it the United States of Europe.
Ooh.
That would actually be a really cool way to do it. You call it the United States of Europe.
How about this?
Everyone on here lives in either Europe or the United States.
How about this? How about this? United States Federation. I mean, don't that sound cool too?
You could call all of the United States and Kingdoms. So it sounds also similar to the UK.
Hell yeah, but we have our own independence though as well.
Yeah, everyone's independent. I completely agree with that.
Yeah. But to be fair, I'm pretty sure America did it first.
No, not the slightest. It started off the Greeks, and then the French did it really well. So yeah, United States are nowhere near the freest, and we're nowhere near the first. Because the United States is incredibly new. It is. Well, actually, my school, I think, is older than the United States, actually.
The United States has been around since 1776.
Cool. My school is older than the United States.
Damn.
Hey, Google, stop. But my school is older than the United States.
Damn.
Yes. That puts in the scale of how young the United States is.
I mean, the United States has been around for 250 years, while Europe and the UK have been around for like 500 or so.
No, way longer. Your time scale is way off. The current state of the United Kingdom started around 1066. Okay?
Damn.
Does that put it in any sort of scale?
Yeah.
And that's not the true start of the United Kingdom. If you're including Anglo-Saxons, if you start including Roman Britannia, we're reaching really old. So.
And technically, the United States wasn't even a country until Columbus discovered it.
The United States wasn't a country at all until the United Kingdom conquered that section of land.
Yeah.
And then they wanted independence because all the prisoners, because it's all prisoners, it's because you were a penal colony, decided they disliked us and lots of taxes because us pay taxes and wanted independence, so they wanted to declare independence. So, yeah, my school's actually, is from 1677. I just didn't have the opportunity to say it then.
Dude, that's 100 years before the United States was even born.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes, I'm glad you understand the United States is truly the young kid on the block.
Well, yes and no, because if you count Russia after the Soviet Union collapsed, Russia, as it is now, is the...
Oh, not the slightest. There were countries less than a year old. Russia is not the youngest, the slightest.
Damn.
But America is young. still compared to other countries. Actually, if we start including, if we start looking for some of the ages of countries, if we go searching at Greece, and we just ignore the bit where it's conquered by the Ottoman Empire, Greece is a really old country. That one, I presume if we include Greece, is before, and we just ignore the Ottoman Empire conquering bit. We get Greece being older than the United Kingdom.
Yeah, we can't forget about Egypt either.
What?
We can't forget about Egypt either.
Ah, yes, Egypt. One of the first countries ever.
Exactly.
I didn't even think about Egypt for it. Egypt is like...
Also Greek.
Yeah. I think Cleopatra was also around when the British Empire was at large. So, yeah.
I mean, people did say when Napoleon got sent into the Middle East, he ended up conquering Egypt there for a little bit, but I don't think that's true.
Actually, he conquered a small section of Egypt and then had to return back due to invasions from other countries. And then rose to a humongous amount of power because he was a very charismatic, had very good charisma and was a army general of France.
Yeah.
He was also one of the reasons why France became a republic, because they wanted to, because the people were revolutionary, and Napoleon decided to use that not to become incredibly powerful, but and go become the Emperor of France and make it a republic, technically.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really make sense, as he was an emperor, so it wasn't a true republic.
I mean, technically, we just declared independence. If you think about it, if you're thinking Minecraft's way of thinking of it. Considering how old the declaration is, and it's only been like a few weeks since the server began, and people voted that I would be the first president. So pretty much, I'm this country's version of George Washington.
Wow, I'm excited.
But without the wooden teeth.
Would you complain if I ran for office during the next election? Because that does sound like something fun with it.
I mean, there's a rule that I'm setting up. I'm just waiting for people to actually start wanting to be in the server before I actually implement it.
What's the rule you're looking into?
You can only run either once or twice.
And also make sure that there's an age limit.
Here's one for you.
I do think 30 is a bit young, but we to allow people to be able to be able to enjoy their life and get and be able to do the career they like to, and then get into the office without having to stress about going into it immediately.
Yeah.
So I also need to reasonably experienced people. We don't want extremely fresh people. I think 50 is good enough. Perhaps 40 if we're looking at something maybe young, but 30 is a bit young. Because once you reach the age of 30, as agreed by every other 30-year-old, you'll be like, it's way too early. So, yeah. Because adults are very, very, what's a good word for it? What's a good word? They are a lot less prepared than it may seem. But yes, that's it. And they are not prepared to go run office in time in order to do something by the age of 30.
Yeah. I mean, as long as no one tries to assassinate me, Virus, or any other president, we'll be good.
Yeah. At least you have a vice president, just in case you get assassinated, because the United States president is actually the most dangerous job in the world.
Yeah. I mean, we all saw what happened to Trump. Dude lost half his ear to a bullet.
Yeah. It's always fun that the most dangerous job in a country be leading it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna work on the rest of the floors now.
Makes sense.
But the upper section is going to be the bureaucracy section for managing documents, getting them filed, and then below will include spies, prisons, whatever else you can think of.
Yeah.
But pretty much just everything that you wouldn't want to be visible through a window.
Makes sense. Yeah, we have a Secret Service office as well.
That's good. But you might want to migrate it over to here because it's not more secure. But you can still keep it around.
Yeah, we have the original one over by the White House in case something goes wrong, and they have to be there, like, right there.
To make sure that any emergency management rooms can be obsidian coated, including the presidential bunker in the event of potential nuclear war or anything like that. But it can be down at the bottom of this. So when I've got the nuclear bunker area made, I shall tell you, and you can. Oh no, I was going to chase after my block before it falls in the void. No! Got destroyed in the void.
Oh god.
But who is for the fact that anything that falls down here goes into the void?
Hello, viewers. We got a couple of people viewing, like watching the stream.
That's great. The most viewers I've ever had on the stream, I think, was like 2, which is disappointing.
Damn.
But the crew, some of them crew like 10 or something views.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No idea the most views I've ever got. But I actually prioritised most of my channel recently because way too many people at my school were harassing me about it. So
that's not right. They shouldn't be doing that.
Yep. There's nothing I can do because when I try to do things and organise things for the school to try and solve that sort of thing, they're incredibly unproductive about it, so nothing ends up happening.
Yeah.
It sucks.
That makes sense. I'm going to build a different style of house. Like in South, whatever this state is. We've got to set a name for the North and South parts of it.
You could call it Romania. Then if you find someone who lives in Romania, you can do that.
Yeah.
I should find people who you can get them to name it or something. Actually, I'm just thinking of random country names now. You could do. You can also just like use some AI to name it random.
Let's see here.
There we go. I've got the levels for the floors done. That's every single floor will receive some sunlight. That conflicted. I'm excited for a new update server because then we can get the basically in-game shaders essentially.
Yeah, the vibrant visuals whenever they actually release.
Yeah. They've released on the newest preview. Same with the Happy Cat.
Well, I'm waiting until it actually fully hits because the website I use for the actual server itself doesn't allow that.
But I'm hoping this looks good when we get the vibrant visuals and I can just have like something feeling and just reflect at illuminating the rooms.
Yeah. And that way it'll actually feel like an actual real world.
Yeah, I just do have like I should probably test this on the newest preview and go see if the vibrant visuals stick with yeah, it's full of stumps. It does anything with if what's it called again? Name. Tinted glass. I was sort of supposed to say tempered glass. But I do wonder if that affects anything. And if that will affect how it looks, because if tinted glass looks really good with vibrant visuals, that would be good. And I could have incredibly nice looking light using the tempered glass and normal glass.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen anyone look through tempered or tinted glass as it with the vibrant visuals. So I might go check it out. Because I don't know when.
When it releases, I'll be sure to put it on here.
Yeah.
Like when it fully releases.
Yeah. Could I have some help with filling in these floors?
Just give me a minute. I'm currently putting up a frame.
Cool. So it's some help because these are a lot of blocks to fill in and it'd be really hard to fill in commands.
And the lag just tried to jerk me around.
Might as well go quickly. Where's it clear? No. I've cleared up the weather.
Okay, new server rule.
Yeah.
Only government officials or former government officials in the server get up.
Cool.
Currently live.
I'm glad I'm a government official then.
Yeah. And if you think about it, after I leave office, or if I end up leaving office, I'll still be able to have some power to make sure nothing goes wrong.
I just do think the owner of the server needs to retain at all times anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to check something. In a minute.
Alright. I'm gonna call it this stream. If you guys liked what you saw, subscribe to both channels.
I should probably link my channel.
Yeah.
Or could give you a link to my channel.
Like what?
So I pass it to you.
If you like what you saw, please hit the like button and comment what you want to see us do in the next video or live stream of the server. That being said, Dark